welcome back to StarrSoap's channel. How are you today? I'm doing good. StarrSoaps is here in the Taranaki in New Zealand, and I'm CrystalStarr, in case you didn't know me, and I'm the owner and the operator, the creator, and the everything here at StarrSoaps. Today, I'd like to show you how I make my baby soft soap. That's right. I have a really lovely soap friend. Hi, Stephanie. She's up in Auckland and she used to make soap, and then she kind of stopped making soap and life sort of took over. And now she's going to be a mummy. So I wanted to make her a special soap and send her some bars for her new baby that's coming soon. Congratulations, Steph, from Stephaholics Cosmetics. And if that rings a bell, then I'll leave a link below and you can check out the video where we opened up some beautiful gifts that Steph sent us. Gosh, it was a few years ago now, wasn't it? So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make some buttermilk and some carrot baby soft soap. That's right. So if you'd like to learn how to do that, then come along with me and I'll show you how to make it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you want to be a member of our StarrSoaps family and feel the soapy love. All right, let's go make soap. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is give our oils a bit of a mix up so that we make sure that the goat's milk that's in there is well dispersed into the base oils. And yes, I did consider leaving the goat's milk out of this batch because I'm going to be putting buttermilk in it, but I want it to be extra creamy and extra nourishing for little tiny baby skin. So I thought we'll leave the goat's milk in as well. So I have heavily water discounted this batch, and I am soaping at a very cool temperature, lower than room temperature, to try to keep things fluid so I don't end up with soap on a stick. In case you don't know what I mean when I say soap on a stick, I basically just mean when a soap batch turns to rock on you before you can get it into the mould. And this happened to a few soapers, it's happened to myself. Often the stick blender is in fact the stick and the soap is really solid, and the only way to save it is to wait till it has completely saponified and then rebatch it. So that can be a real pain, but I have done it a couple of times and I've done it with great success, so I will leave a link below to that video as well so you can check it out. It's called my Ko-Fi rebatch, I believe. I did a big huge block of soap, it didn't work out, and so I had to rebatch it into several different little soap batches, and it came out really good. Now, to be fair, I haven't done a rebatch for a long time. I don't know, I might be a bit rusty now. But I do think those of you that do rebatches regularly, you deserve to pat yourself on the back. It's not easy. So, now we've brought the soap to a light trace, and we're going to pour some into the jug here with my buttermilk, and we're going to pour some of it into the other jug with the carrot puree. Now, I made this buttermilk by taking my standard full cream milk and adding a little bit of vinegar and allowing it to curdle a little bit to create the buttermilk. And that works really well. It's a fantastic method. But just recently, on the weekend, me and my family were hanging out together and we decided it might be fun to try and make our own bread and butter. And my daughter said that she had made butter at school and all you need is cream and a pinch of salt, some jars and some elbow grease. So that's what we did. We got some real cream, added a pinch of salt, and then Big B, shout outs to Big B, shook the living life out of it in jam jars that were clean until we had butter and buttermilk, which was a much clearer liquid. So I am going to keep back that buttermilk, and in the future I'm going to use real straight up buttermilk for these soaps. And I'm really excited for that. This other jug has got carrot puree in it, so I've added a little bit of soap and then given it a really good mix before I add a little bit more soap, because I want to make sure that the carrot is well and truly incorporated into all of my soap batter. The carrot and buttermilk are the very special ingredients in this baby soft soap, and the carrot in this case is kind of a little bit chunky, and we have some little chunks of carrot through there, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. So I'm portioning off another little bit of soap batter now into a little cup, and I'm going to colour that in a dark colour just to give me something pretty as an accent colour against these other colours. I believe I'm using Mocha Mica like I have done in the past. It looks black on the screen, I'm not going to lie. But the idea of it is just to give me a dark colour to swirl against all these very pale colours, because I still want my soap to look really pretty, even though in this case that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The baby's not going to be like, hey, this isn't swirly enough for me, guys. What are you doing? Nope, that's not going to happen. So I don't really need to worry about it. This is really for me satisfying my own need to be artistic. So yes, a little bit of mica and then another little bit of mica have gone into there. I wanted it to be nice and dark. I've got some colloidal oatmeal and I'm adding a pretty heaped tablespoon of that into the main part, because colloidal oatmeal is also really wonderful on your skin. It's a beautiful additive in soap, and I've used it before in my oatmeal milk and honey soap. Now, to be fair, I'm going against my own advice here because I am using colloidal oatmeal in the soap batch. And if you have tuned into my videos before and you know this, I often advise you to not use colloidal oatmeal in your soap, but to save it for your bath bombs or bath salts, because it will dissolve completely into your bath water. But with your soap making, you can just take oats, you know, dried rolled oats, and grind them until they're in a fine powder and add that into your soap, and you're still getting oatmeal in your soap, and you can save that more expensive colloidal oatmeal for your bath products. So that's my advice, and I didn't listen to it this time. I didn't have any oat powder made up, and I had a big bag of colloidal oatmeal, so I just went ahead and used it anyway. But I really do recommend, and again, that's the frugal soap maker in me coming out, I really recommend that you can just find things and use things around your home and not spend the huge big bucks if you don't have to. Obviously, if you put oat flour into your bath bomb mix, it's either going to sit on the top of the water or it's all going to end up sinking to the bottom of the water, and it's not going to be a very pleasant experience for the person who's soaking in the bath. So, you know, stick to colloidal oatmeal for your bath bombs. So I've just added some titanium dioxide to the jug that has the buttermilk in it, just to make it extra white, because I love the colour of the carrot portion. And now it's time for us to go ahead and pour our beautiful soap in the mould. We have the jug with the colloidal oatmeal, the jug with the buttermilk, which is the one that's going in first. We've got some white buttermilk soap going in first, and of course the jug with the carrot. And I have put lavender essential oil into all of the jugs, but not very much. So I haven't put a huge amount to make it smell like lavender. In fact, the final soap doesn't really smell at all. It's more about the fact that I also know lavender essential oil to have soothing properties and be very nice and gentle on your skin, and that's what I'm really focusing with the soap. I'm trying to keep it very simple and, you know, safe for the babies. But to be fair, you can use it if you're not a baby. Babies of all ages are allowed to use this soap.
My heart is open and I am ready. I used to waste time just trying to rewind the years, but I've grown wise and I realize that it's clear as we go driving forward into the night. You are right. by constantly trying to be brave. Well, your love is fine, it washes my fears away. As we go driving forward into the night, you are right. Wrap me up in silver light. Yeah, you're brighter and brighter and brighter.
So I have the soap in the mould now, and I've just let it stay as a drop swirl and haven't gone in there and affected anything. So now I've poured some of that dark colour along the top just to give me something to swirl. Everything is really fluid, so that definitely affects the way that this works out. And as you can see, it doesn't really drag through the same way. So I just get a bit creative and go a little bit Jackson Pollock with it. I'm just swirling all over the place and just using that dark colour to just create a bit more of an interesting look on the top of the bar. Just to make the very top of every bar look a little bit special as well, you know. So we're going to give it a really pretty swirly swirl. And then it will sit overnight and we'll come back the next day to cut it into bars. I'm really excited to send this package off to Steph, and I hope it arrives in time for her baby shower so that she can feel pampered and special like you should when you're about to become a mum. It's a really special time. So here we have the soap after it has sat overnight, and it is nice and solid. It's a little bit sticky to the touch, but it's nice and solid. And I actually went ahead and topped it with some little orange soap stars, but I did that off camera, sorry, so you didn't see me doing that. There's actually some plain natural looking soap stars there as well. I like the orange ones because they're a hint to that orange carrot that you're going to have inside the soap, you know what I mean? It looks really cool. And oh, thank you so much Big B for fixing my multi-bar cutter, and huge shout outs to all the different soap makers that gave me different tips on the gauge of the metal of the wire and the strings and how hard to push down and all sorts of things like that. I've even been told I should be loosening the wires in between while it's being stored and only tighten them up when I'm going to cut a batch. So that is another interesting trick that I've never heard before about multi-bar cutters. So, you know, living and learning. Those swirls did not turn out very defined, but I would say that that is because of how thin my soap batter was. And I mean, that's what I was going for. So I'm proud of myself that I managed to achieve a very, very watery thin consistency. But it has affected the swirl and it doesn't really look like much at all. It's okay. I love the little flecks of carrot through there. I think I'll do that again. So I had some carrot puree and I also had some raw carrot, and I just mashed them together and we ended up with some sort of chunks of carrot as well. I just really like the way it looks. I hope it won't be too exfoliating on baby's skin though. I'm sure it will be fine. I also gave some bars of this soap to my beautiful cousin Kerry, who has got a beautiful baby girl, Alice. Hi Kerry, hi Alice. And I hope they love it as well and find that it's really good on her skin. Because, you know, our babies are precious and we have to give them extra special care.
My heart is open and I am ready. I used to waste time just trying to rewind the years, but I've grown wise and I realize that it's clear as we go driving forward into the night. You are right. just might be better than they say. And I used to get mine by constantly trying to be brave. Well, your love is fine, it washes my fears away. As we go driving forward into the night, you are right. Wrap me up in silver light. Yeah, you're brighter and brighter. You make me brighter. Oh, you make me brighter.
Well, didn't that turn out great? I really like this soap. And I think in the future, I'm not even going to bother with that dark stuff that I added. That mocha mica. It's not needed. The soap's beautiful without it. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed watching me make this baby so soft soap as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, then please do hit that subscribe button. I'm really hoping to get to 7,000 subscribers by 2020, and you could help make that happen. Woohoo! Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I'm going to see you all next week. I'm going to get better at uploading more regularly. Things are going to get back to normal, I promise. Feel that soapy love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!
We go driving forward.